Has been written with the eye on the future leaders. And you are the future leaders. It is to groom future leaders. I've written this so that you all know what are you moving for. What are the challenges which are likely to come.
Hello everyone, my hobbies include gardening. I love Mother Nature and I love to care my plants. When I am free, I used to do paintings. Some of them are. I love to play basketball. Thank you.
I'm always curious to learn new things, to have a good knowledge. To develop my leadership quality, I take tuitions of students till 10th standard. In free time, I love to do dance, cooking and drawing. These are some. Thank you.
Is dancing, reading books, listening spiritual music. I am more passionate about driving vehicles. I love to do adventurous things. I have been awarded by Rajya Puraskar in 2020 by Governor of Maharashtra, and I love to help needy people and to do social work. Thank you.
So my hobbies include dancing Kathak in my free time. I also love reading books apart from my academics, and I also love participating in extracurricular activities like debate and elocution. I also love traveling. Recently I was selected for international leadership tour, and I'm also part of student parliament in my own college. Thank you.
Everyone has something to do in their free time, and that is called a passion. My passion is to read business books. I have read many business books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. But one of my favorite books is the biopic of Elon Musk. I love to read business books because I like to learn about their business strategies and their business mindset.
My hobbies are reading books, riding cycle and painting, and recently I have selected for research and development team of Animal Welfare Board of India.
How wonderful. Truly wonderful.
जय धारी माँ आप सबको.
जय धारी माँ.
जय धारी माँ मम्मी. We welcome all our audience. आइए आज हमारे यंगस्टर्स हमारे साथ जुड़े, motivate them, bless them. Children, we saw the video. खूब आगे बढ़ो. It gives us great joy to see कि आप समझदारी के साथ आगे बढ़े. आज जो हमारा चैप्टर है From Fearless Governance, Chapter 1, The Call and the Calling. आप अपने बारे में बात करें and then you can start your question answers with ma'am. हमारे साथ हमारी बच्ची ज्वाइन करी है अंबिका. अंबिका was with us 27th book reading session में. So she's going to be a part of all of us today also. And she writes very well. She's doing the takeaways on each session of grooming leadership. So she's going to be with us. Ji, Mummy, you can ask the children to talk about themselves, the youngster.
Thank you, Saina, and thank you, your entire demonstrative learning team, for bringing such a young, beautiful, handsome, bright, thinking, creative team together again. Thank you very much. And I'm very happy to see Ambika, one of our alumni, joining us.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ambika, how old are you now? When you were with
Ma'am,
us, now
I
what are
was
you?
14. I was
And now?
14 at that time. And now I am going to turn 16 in the next month.
Wow. So it's been 2 years ago that we met. So you're an alumni 2 years ago.
Yes,
Lovely.
ma'am.
So most welcome, Ambika. We'll ask you, since the book reading, how have you grown? What were your views then, and what are they now? So
Yes,
most
ma'am.
welcome.
Thank you
So
so
I
much.
I understand. Thank you. I did you also get to see this chapter one of the book?
Yes, ma'am. I've got the hard copy of the book.
Wonderful.
I've
So
read a lot
super.
of chapters.
Oh yeah, yeah. Once you start reading, obviously, why would you stop? You would start looking
Yes.
in. You become curious to know more.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Every day I always try to read the book.
Yeah, you're curious to know the next story.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Thank you, Ambika. And Madhu, and I seen Purvi, Aniket, Veena, and Umar. I've seen your little videos, what you like to do, and you're all bright young men and women. Some of you are already selected, awarded, recognized leaders. So it'll be great to hear from each other. What are your leadership qualities as you believe? Because you are not the 14-year-olds when Ambika came. Then that is growing understanding. But you're already into it. In fact, you've got me almost striding into being a leader already. I would like Ambika and her youngsters to hear you. But after you've heard this, let me first of all ask you a little more about your introduction while you said what you like to do. What are you doing and where are you heading for? Let me begin with Madhusudan. I'll come to Ambika last. So, Ambika, I will probably ask you in the end, just as I asked Saina, what I asked Saina to sum up, but you to tell us what are your takeaways from the age group which is older than you. All right. So,
Yes,
what are your takeaways as a youngster? I'll come to you
yes.
later. So, let me ask Madhu. Madhu, what are you doing? I've seen what you like to do. What are you heading for? What's your vision of this country? And then on round two, I'll come to the chapter of the book. First of all, tell me about yourself, your dream, your vision, your plans ahead. What have you thought about? What are you thinking? How you feel? Yes, Madhu, carry on.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Madhu, and I am currently studying in plus one in Swami Sandas Public School. And my mindset is to serve my country as an IAS officer, as an army officer. And I am likely playing basketball, and I am also playing basketball from my school team also. And I would like to represent my country in the basketball field also. Thank you.
And what are your subjects you're heading for? What are your subjects as a 17-year-old? You want to be an army officer. You want to be likely to be qualified for the UPSC. You also playing games. What are your subjects? What's your plan? How will you reach there where you're reaching? What kind of subject? So how are you choosing them?
I am currently opted the commerce with math.
Commerce with mathematics. Mhm.
Yes.
So is your school sufficient to it, or are you taking extra help to be better and better? How are you studying?
My school is sufficient enough, but I am still taking extra classes of math.
Maths. Ah.
Yes.
So, what are your likely subjects? Have you looked at? Have you researched what is UPSC? What is IAS? Have you researched what is Army? Or is that a plan ahead
No, I have searched a little bit about that,
about what?
about the UPSC, and as well as about the army.
And in the Army, which wing? Instead, why couldn't you go to Sainik school then?
No, actually, my father and grandfather is also serving in the Indian Army. My grandfather is now retired, but my father is now currently serving. So I would likely go to that field.
Which wing of the armed forces?
Actually, he is an civilian here in Punjab.
Acha. So what are you looking at? Which arm? Which infantry? engineering, medical, what air force, armed forces is many. Is it army? You want to go into the armed forces, or you want to go to the other forces?
No, it is straightforward army.
Uh-huh. Okay. So what are you looking for? In engineering, infantry, what?
Uh,
Civil
I
supply,
will prefer in I will prefer engineering.
engineering. So you're not. So would you go to join into an engineering college after your commerce and maths?
Yes, I would likely to take computer subject
Acha.
in further.
So you have a plan in mind.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, good. So army is your preference, and All India Civil Service is also your parallel choice.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Let's go to Purvi. Purvi. Yes,
Uh,
Purvi.
I, Good evening, ma'am. I am Purvi Parmar from Airoli. I am studying BBA for first year from Vashi. I like to do drawing. Also, I have been awarded for drawing sessions for last 2 years, and also I have played dodgeball for state level in Maharashtra itself.
What's your plan ahead? You're an 18-year-old woman, young lady.
I am planning to be a CEO of an reputed company. So I have planned for that. Firstly, I will complete my BBA. Secondly, I will go ahead with MBA. And now currently I am doing a soft skills from IIT Kanpur. And now also I am planning to gain more relevant work experience certificates from different अलग अलग विभाग से. Also I want to work with in I want to work in internship. Also I have applied for a GeoMart to be an intern for 2 months.
So तुम काफी कुछ कर रही हो, कुछ ना कुछ कर रही हो, बहुत कुछ करी, थोड़ा 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 थोड़ा. Is it?
हाँ, कि like I am trying. जैसे like experience मिले थोड़ा थोड़ा experience मिल के फिर हो जाएगा.
हम्म, बहुत अच्छा. तो आप कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में जाना चाहती हो,
Yeah, ma'am.
इसलिए एमबीए सोच रही हो.
हाँ, because मेरी पूरी family like I am a मारवाड़ी, so मेरी family like business करना है, so I want to go with that.
तो तुम्हारे लिए तो बहुत बड़ी दुनिया है. बिजनेस की दुनिया आज, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की तो दुनिया बहुत बड़ी है.
बढ़िया.
लेकिन कौन सा बिजनेस? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस?
My dad have a medical shop, so we have planned like we can build a distributor like pharmacy distributor. So I will take help of my brother and dad too.
So are you interested in marketing then?
Yeah,
Marketing.
yeah,
Marketing of pharmacy?
yeah, ma'am.
तो ऑटोमेटिकली धीरे धीरे और क्लियर होता जाएगा. लेकिन एक चीज तुम
हाँ,
क्लियर हो,
first,
जैसे मधु कह रहा
हाँ,
है आर्मी और यूपीएससी, तुम कह रहे हो बिजनेस.
yeah,
आई एम ट्राइंग टू लुक एट इट फ्रॉम द चैप्टर 1 ऑफ द बुक टू सी कि आप उस चैप्टर से अपने अपने लिए क्या ले सकते हो. उसमें से बिजनेस में से क्या ले सकते हो एज ए लीडर, और मधु क्या ले सकता है एज एन आर्मी ऑफिसर या यूपीएससी अगर करता है तो. ठीक है. सो आई एम ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपके माइंड में नीड किस चीज की है और उसको एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए. अनिकेत, आपकी बारी.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Aniket Tanga. I'm from Gulbarga, Karnataka, and I've done my schooling in Bangalore, and even my plus two also I have done in Bangalore. Now, currently, I'm pursuing my BCom fifth sem, as well as I'm doing my own. I have my own startups, working with my own startups.
Already,
Yeah, ma'am.
I think this is something interesting even for Purvi. Tell us about your startup.
Yeah, ma'am. Basically, I am into the courier sector, and we have around 25 courier companies tied up with us, and even we have two international company. And basically, I have two more startups. One is educational startup where we teach French for the IB students, the international students, because the international language is mandatory. So We teach French. We have a faculty of two members with 10 years of experience, and now I'm going into the dairy sector also.
तो पढ़ाई भी कर रहे हो कि सिर्फ काम कर रहे हो स्टार्टअप पर? इस वक्त पढ़ाई कर लिए?
Yeah, ma'am. Now I'm pursuing my BCom fifth sem.
So you're BCom, you're pursuing and doing startup.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So the online classes have helped you.
Ma'am.
It gave
Yes,
you more time.
ma'am. I think online थोड़ा बहुत मदद कर सकता है, because what we see, we should then research and understand from the textbook. So only like 20 or 30% it is useful, ma'am.
So the recent period when you were studying from home and the colleges were attendance was not necessary or going there, you must have saved a lot of time. How did you use that last 2 years where you were only online, you were not in person attending?
Yes, ma'am. There was like morning 9 to 12 o'clock. There was a online classes. After
Right.
12, I was like researching how to develop or how to go on with my startups. We have a research
Mm.
and development team, and even I have worked with Animal Welfare Board of India, Delhi, AWBI Delhi. We researched around there are two or three types of widely spreaded disease for the animals, even the cow and dogs. We basically worked on that, like why and what is the climatic condition, why the disease are causing. We have done proper research on that.
So you're doing lots of things at the same time. Are you by yourself or do you have friends and brothers and family?
Ma'am, I have retired veterinary doctors who are with me, and we basically go village to village, and we basically give free veterinary treatments for the village people. We have around 4 to 5 veterinary retired doctors where they are helping us.
So you're volunteering.
Yes, ma'am.
You're volunteering in animal welfare as at the
Animal
moment.
welfare. Yes, ma'am.
So that's being all rounder. You are
Yes, ma'am.
developing as an all rounder, and obviously you have age on your side. You're better off. So Madhu is only 17, and Purvi is only 18, and you are 20. So you got 2 years ahead of them, and you've done much more as for a startup, and also volunteering and more
Yes, ma'am.
more activities added.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice, excellent.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, let me go to Veena. Veena, you?
Ma'am, my name is Veena Sunil Karade, and I'm studying in Vadodara, but I'm from Chhindwara, Madhya Pradesh. I'm a medical student, third year, doing bachelor in Ayurvedic medicine and surgery, and would like to work in research and development in the field of Ayurveda. I'm also part of student parliament in my own college, and I love participating in debate and elocution competitions. In long term, I would also love to work in politics.
Why long term? Why not already now? Because
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can.
I'm already in. Ma'am, I'm already in. I was also selected for international leadership too. So I met many ministers from Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. But right now, I'm trying to focus on my studies also.
Yes, but so are you already inclined with? You don't have to tell us, but are you already inclined with any political ideology, or are you still
No, ma'am.
sorting it out?
No, I haven't decided yet, ma'am.
You're still sorting it out.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you as a medical student in Ayurveda? Are you volunteering anywhere as a student? Like Aniket is doing animal welfare for the love of it because you're a medical student and you're in Ayurveda. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
volunteering anywhere?
Ma'am, right now I'm not because of my studies. I don't get time, but if I get chance, I'll love to do it.
If you are wanting to be in politics, in
Yes,
public
ma'am.
life, and you are already a member of the student parliament, I think volunteering and giving and finding the time and mixing it with your studies will help you.
Yes, ma'am. Surely I'll try to do it. And
Because
I
you understand? Because politics is all about public life in public.
yes, ma'am.
So, and you are already in a good age, you are 21. And this is at the moment, if you are in politics, wanting to be in public life, then be in public life even as a student, finding time even once a week, helping out and making people understand what is Ayurveda and explaining. So, what are you wanting to do? Practicing doctor in Ayurveda?
Ma'am, I haven't decided, but it may be research and development, or I will go for practice in gynecology. Uh, like do my PG and then will serve as a gynecologist.
I think by now it's helpful. Veena, it will help you to clarify, be clearer now.
Okay, ma'am.
You are already in that age to be now, not maybe, maybe. I think you are not at the age of 17 where there can be a maybe. 21 is a good age to be very clear on whether you want to be a gynecologist, whether you're a practitioner, whether you want to go for research. And I think for you, clarity would be helpful
Yes, ma'am.
so that you research accordingly. By the time you're 22, 23, you should be already earning for yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And being a practitioner, doctor, and being in public life and politics and student is a good combination because you are self-employed.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you looking for job or are you looking for self-employment?
I'm self-employment.
So
First,
that
I'll
is,
go for job, and if once I get stable, I'll go for self-employment only.
I do not know whether what kind of jobs you would get, what kind of jobs would be available. But this is a good. But it's quickly being on your own feet will be important.
Yes, ma'am.
Because are you what kind of jobs would you get? It will be not far away from home, maybe here. I do not know. Have you explored that?
Ma'am, maybe if we clear our entrance, we can get into medical officer after our graduation itself, or we could prepare for our post graduation, that is MD or MS. So there are two options after BMS. And also we could open our own business, or after BMS also we can open our dispensaries if we are confident in our practice.
I think it will be important for you to sit down with yourself and be very clear in what you want.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's better now to focus your energy into that direction so that you achieve it by the time you're another year or two. You have clarity, Veena. I think my discussion with you reveals that while you have many options,
Yes,
it will
ma'am.
be good if you find finally your track and work on the focus on the track
Yes,
primarily
ma'am.
more. Good.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, let's go to Umar. Umar,
Uh, Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Umar Siddiqui. I'm 18 years old and I'm living in Navi Mumbai, currently doing BBA. And my future goal is to become a successful entrepreneur and to serve my country economically. And I know that my country is a little bit behind, but I want to make it more progress. I want to help my country in the business field.
so what are you
And
doing? Subjects? What are your subjects?
yes, ma'am.
What are your subjects?
Ma'am, my subjects I am doing BBA.
BBA. BBA.
Yes, ma'am. Business
What are
management.
yeah, BBA plus what? Only BBA is not sufficient. What are your other activities?
Like, ma'am, I am currently helping a startup, and I am also trying to learn various skills
Such as?
to help me in my to help in my financial. Like, I am trying to make some extra income for me for my future goals.
So BBA with what kind of startup? Are you helping? Are you learning? Are you assisting? Are you employed there?
I'm just learning. I want to start a startup in an education field. Nowadays, people are just want a degree. They are not focusing on this skill. So I want the people should focus on the skill.
You're looking at the people. What about you? What is your skill?
Ma'am, I am trying to learn various skills something around computer education and affiliate marketing, digital marketing skills.
So are you already doing it or you're not doing it? You're already 18. What courses are you doing along with your BBA? That's why I'm saying only BBA is not enough. What are you doing BBA plus at the moment?
Yes, ma'am. I am also doing IIT Madras course enhancing soft skill and personality development, and also various other skills like cyber security and other skills
Are
like
you are you
cryptocurrency and blockchain development.
are you enrolled in these blockchain and soft skills? Are you enrolled in these blockchain and cybersecurity courses? Are you doing it? Are you planning to?
No, no, I'm doing. I'm a small crypto investor also.
Acha. Tell us everybody about what is cryptocurrency. Tell us everybody. Tell everybody.
Ma'am, cryptocurrency, I don't know much, but till now I have learned that cryptocurrency is based upon a blockchain development. It is the future. And nowadays we are listening that what is Bitcoin. It is a coin which is helped, and it is like a coin which is not present something around like it is ma'am, cryptocurrency is like an stock market only, but it is only focus on the blockchain development. It is depend
Where
on
are
that
you where are you learning this from?
from online courses from YouTube and Google.
So are you clear in what you want to do? Or is it any one of them which really hit and run?
Yes, ma'am.
आपको क्लियर है क्या चाहते हो कि कोई आ गया कुछ हो गया इट्स अ हिट एंड रन
Yes, ma'am. I know, ma'am.
नहीं नहीं
I'm just make
उमर
by
घर
these
में
skills.
कोई घर में है आपको हेल्प करने वाला कि कोई टीचर है कोई घर में है कोई कंपनी है कोई फ्रेंड्स है कि सेल्फ
Yes,
हेल्प
ma'am. There are yes, ma'am. My 2 to 3 friends are helping me in this also.
अच्छा so are you going in the right direction? Are you able to earn any money or are you still uh, hoping to earn money?
Ma'am, in this I have earned something around 1,000 to 2,000 because I have just started now only.
But you know that crypto is a very risky affair so
It
far.
is yes, ma'am. I know.
Okay, good. Risk taking is a part of life.
Yes, ma'am.
But good, you started it early. At the 18-year-old, you learned to lose and win both.
Yes, ma'am.
And what will you do after your BBA?
Ma'am, I want to. I have many ideas. I just wanted to. I'm thinking to do MBA, but it's not clear till now.
I think the clearer you are, the better. You're already 18. You're not 16. Clarity, even at
Yes, ma'am.
16, helps you. So take a little more clarity. Okay. After this is what I would like. Having heard you, the clearer, the better. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Good. Now, Purvi, your turn. Is it, or have I finished with you?
Mummy, there is a youngster we need to talk to, but the signal is not there. Once she comes back, we talk to her.
Okay, Vita. So I've by now done the round one with all of you trying to understand. And what I notice is that all of you are looking for a direction at the moment, trying different things at the same time. But at the moment, the narrower you are, as you get into 18, 19, it's important that you get narrower so that you hit it by 20, 22, 23. That's a very important age to reach. But so every day of your life at the moment is very, very vital, whether it's Veena, with Umar or Ankit, because you are at a wonderful stage. You have no year, you can experiment. Why not experiment? But in fact, become very alert. What do you like? What are you comfortable with? What do you enjoy? I think the key thing is what do you enjoy? Okay, Madhu, what do you enjoy?
Ma'am, I enjoy playing basketball more.
But basketball may not be. So are you looking for basketball coach? Are you looking for because that's not a lifelong or unless you want to become a coach? Are you looking for coaching? Are you going for professional training?
No, it's just like a hobby.
So what all right, you play, but what will you to earn? While you play, it's very good. What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy working?
I basically I enjoy working in doing some activities which are uh, more beneficial for me and are adding to my knowledge.
So I think what I would like to give you a takeaway from this as a part one of this session is ask yourself, what are you enjoying? What do you enjoy while playing besides extracurricular activities? What do you enjoy? Like, for instance, when I was growing up at your age, I enjoyed political thought. I enjoyed constitutional law. I enjoyed my political science subjects. And I was 18, 19 only. And I knew I have only one target, which is UPSC. Or in the event it doesn't work, I go into teaching. So, two things, teaching or UPSC. And I hit the bull. I started to teach and I hit the bull at the UPSC. Now, UPSC is no guarantee. Army is also no guarantee. You have to be selected. If you got to be selected, so in all these things, in you are all of you are giving me pride. Rajni Gandha, Ranjani is back. Let me ask her.
Nandini, yes, you
Nandini,
talk about
I can
yourself.
ask her talk, and then I do the sum up of the round one. Okay,
Yes.
Ranjani, tell me.
Jai Hind, ma'am. My name is
Jai.
Rajnandani Sansare. I am from Mumbai and I am FYBA student in VG Wazim College, Mulund, and I am preparing for UPSC exam.
And what are your subjects? Your mic is off. Switch on
नंदनी
your mic.
आवाज नहीं आ रही बेटा नंदनी आवाज नहीं आ रही
Yeah, carry on.
Ma'am, sociology, history, geography, communication skill, Marathi literature, and foundational course.
Well, you got great subjects. You got right subjects. Now, you succeed. Let's say you succeed. But let's say 1% you don't succeed. What's your second plan? What's your fallback?
Ma'am, I want to become IPS officer. I don't have any other plan. I'm
You
more
must be,
focused on that.
I agree. Stay focused, but you must have a fallback plan. So I
Ma'am,
want you
then
to
I'll
think about
join my father's business.
so you must have a fallback plan. You succeed, you got it. But if you don't succeed, plan two things parallelly. And you are 18. It's a good time to understand the business as well. So while you study, you succeed. You will, if you are studying, you are very clear and you got very good subjects. All of them are good subjects to do well, but they could also be very good for your business. So add a subject which adds business knowledge to you also.
Okay.
Okay, now let's do a little
Yes.
roundup of this round one. All of you, I would suggest, find out a what you like. You like music, you like playing, you like art, you like craft, you know cycling, or you do volunteering, or you do animal welfare. But this is called personal joy. Secondly, is what is it that will give you an earning? So you need somebody which something which you enjoy and something by you earn by that. And what is it that you love doing that? So that you go and as you go and do exactly what you like, not that you've compelled by default. So this is my assessment of round one. You understand, Madhu and Ankit and Veena and Umar and Purvi and Ranjani? Exactly what I told you in the last. You must have a fallback of the UPSC. That's exactly what I told Madhu when he said then he has a fallback is the army. Am I right, Madhu? 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 Are you listening? I think Madhu's lost out the connectivity. Okay, that's found round one. Let me go to what's your first assessment, Ambika? What's your contribution? How would you like, what would you like to say to share with you, you are now as the youngest of the group?
Ma'am, I learned that first of all, we should be self reliant. That's the main key, which you always tell us. And then finding what we really like to do and sticking onto it. That is finding our true purpose, being clear with the purpose, and then sticking onto it, working on towards it. So that's what I mainly understood by the round one.
Round one, also sticking to the purpose and why you want like it. What's making you like it?
Yes,
What is
ma'am.
it that makes you enjoy? Saina, would you like to add any short word before I go to the chapter book?
For me, there are important 2-3 short points. बेटा, जब आप अपनी विजन के बारे में क्लियर होते हो तो उसको स्पष्ट शब्दों में बोलना सीखो. जब आप अपनी विजन के बारे में क्लियर हो, उसको हिंदी या इंग्लिश या अपनी नेटिव लैंग्वेज में स्पष्टता से बोलना, उसको जानो, समझो और सीखो. दिल से बात करो. जब आपके पास कोई विजन है, उसके साथ जुनून होना बहुत जरूरी है, नहीं तो वो विजन नहीं है. दूसरी चीज, गवर्नमेंट गाइडलाइंस को पढ़ो. हर करियर के लिए गवर्नमेंट गाइडलाइंस को पढ़ो, एज लिमिट को पढ़ो, रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को पढ़ो, डूज एंड डोंट्स को पढ़ो. और हर प्रोफेशन एक फिजिकल, मानसिक, मेंटल, इमोशनल एस्पेक्ट मांगता है. अपने आप से सच बोलो, मेरे पास ये है कि नहीं, और फिर डिसाइड करो कि मैं ये हॉबी के तौर पे करूंगा कि ये मैं अपने करियर के तौर पे करूंगा. दोनों चीजों में फर्क है. तीसरी चीज, हर प्लान को, विजन को थोड़ा सा एज ग्रुप में बांटो. नॉन एंडिंग प्लान्स मत बनाओ. नॉन एंडिंग. थोड़ा सा अपने बिग टाइम गोल्स, लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान, शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स, मिडिल गोल्स, पहले के गोल्स, बाद के गोल्स. पहले के गोल्स के लिए क्या स्किल्स चाहिए उसको सीखो, बाद के गोल्स के लिए उसको बाद में सीखो. ये प्लानिंग करो. और जो भी दिल में है उसको स्पष्टता से बात करो, कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ. हिंदी, इंग्लिश या जो भी लैंग्वेज आती, दिल से बात करो. और क्रिप्टो के लिए पहले सारी उसके एथिक्स को पता करो, गवर्नमेंट गाइडलाइंस को पता करो, आगा पीछा उसका पता करो, अपने रिस्क फैक्टर को पता करो, और फिर ऐसे काम में पढ़ो जहां पर एथिक्स है. और फिर उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पूरी खुद की खुद लो. डू नॉट ड्रैग द एंटायर फैमिली इनटू इट. उसकी जिम्मेवारी खुद लो. ये सब सोचो, क्योंकि 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 ये सब सोचो.
ओके, नाउ लेट्स गो. थैंक यू बेटा. मतलब ये है उमर कि किसी की जेब काट के अपनी जेब में नहीं पैसा रखना. हमको किसी की जेब नहीं काटनी, हमने उसकी भी भरनी है, अपनी भी भरनी है. तो क्रिप्टो में गलती हो सकती है कि उसकी कट गई, मेरी भर गई. ये नहीं है. हमने ना उसकी काटनी है ना अपनी भरनी है. हमने अपनी भरनी है लेकिन काटे बिना. So I'm just trying to tell you what Saina is trying to tell you is हर एक चीज का आधार रहना चाहिए एथिक्स. एथिक्स एथिक्स ऑफ बिजनेस ही तुमको लंबी रेस ले जाएगा. नहीं तो ऐसे ऊपर जाओगे, फर करके नाक पर गिरोगे और दांत फूट जाएगा. फिर दांत लगाओगे नया, फिर ऊपर जाओगे, फिर करोगे और अदल दांत के बिना ही दिखते रहोगे. तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि लाइफ विल हैव इट्स अप्स एंड डाउन्स, लेकिन मुझे किसी की जेब नहीं काटनी, मुझे अपनी जेब भरनी है. वो कैसे भरनी है? जिसमें मेरी जेब ना कोई काटे. मेरी जेब नहीं कोई काटे, याद रखना. ओके, नाउ लेट्स गो टू क्विकली योर बुक रीडिंग. What is your learning from the chapter 1 of my book, Fearless Governance? Okay, Ambika, beginning with you. What's your quick learning? Then I'll come to your last third will be your questions you asked me. Okay. Okay, so I'll have a round now, quickly answering the book. Ambika, you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it's about you getting the divine call, and our Prime Minister, he told you that would you like to do the job? And for the first time, you said in your career, and you said, yes, why not? I would love to. And you heard the divine call, and you made it your everything. You resolved to make it your everything. So that is my learning, to find something in a purpose in our life and to make it everything, not in parts that okay I'll manage it. No, you make it everything.
Super. Lovely. Aniket, what's your takeaway from that chapter 1?
Ma'am,
As a leadership.
yes, ma'am. I learned is like if we take any responsibility, we should stick for the responsibility. If there is any ups and downs, we should have that confidence to manage and to take it forward. We should not be casual. What we got means we have a responsibility in our hand. We should not be casual about that.
Super. Thank you. Very, very wise. Veena, yours?
I like your speech wherein you mentioned about T concept, that is trust, empowerment, and
Alignment,
accountability. Yes,
accountability.
and also I like the way you mentioned about your morning schedules, like meditation, yoga, and walking in the garden. Like you give yourself also time. So, ma'am, I like those mindful habits of your. That's it.
So you went beyond that chapters.
Yes, ma'am. And also, I love the morning nutrition quotes that you post like every day.
Oh, you get
That
that? How do you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you read it? Do you
I
read?
follow you on Instagram, on Facebook, so I read every day your quotes that you post, and they're really inspiring to start the morning.
Okay, good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks. Thanks for reading. उमर, आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है? आपको क्या अच्छा लगा पहले चैप्टर में से? What's your takeaway?
मैम आपने जो अर्ली डेज में आपने जो इनिशियल डेज में हार्ड वर्किंग किया था मैम, मुझे वो सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा कि आप कोई भी मतलब आप टेनिस भी खेल रहे थे, साथ ही साथ प्रिपरेशन भी कर रहे थे स्कूल के। तो मुझे वो चीज़ सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा कि आप बहुत ही ज़्यादा हार्ड वर्किंग मतलब थे उस टाइम।
लेकिन पहला चैप्टर नहीं पढ़ा अभी आपने,
हाँ मैम, पढ़ा ना।
तो उसमें क्या लगा?
मैम कोई भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हमें मिलती है तो हमें उससे भागना नहीं चाहिए। आपका मतलब आपके अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए कि हम उस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी को पूरा कर सकें।
ठीक। सो आपका वापस आया कि एक बार जिम्मेवारी ली तो पूरा निभाओ, मेहनत करो।
यस मैम।
Okay. Okay, Purvi, what's your takeaway from chapter 1 you read or anything else you read of the
मैम
book?
मैंने सीखा कि कभी भी चीजों पे गिव अप नहीं करना है। लाइक इफ वी हैव द अपॉर्चुनिटी वी हैव टू ग्रैब इट, एंड जब तक हम वो कंप्लीट ना करें वी हैव टू कीप ट्राइंग बट नेवर गिव अप ऑन थिंग्स।
एक बार जिम्मेवारी ली तो वो एक अपॉर्चुनिटी को रिकॉग्नाइज करो और उसको पूरा उसको निभाओ। ओके, लेट मी सी मधु क्या कहते हैं।
Yes, ma'am. I would like to say that convert the problems into opportunity and take the full benefit of that opportunity.
तुमने चैप्टर पढ़ा क्या?
Yes, ma'am. I have read.
क्या लगा उसमें, क्या है बताओ चैप्टर में।
Ma'am, you have discussed about going to the Aurobindo father ashram and other things also about that.
अच्छा, बस इतना ही पढ़ा?
No, there is a lot of things there that you have discussed about the calling from the Sir Prime Minister, and you have taken to gone to the Raj Nivas and
अच्छा,
seen those all that.
अब मुझे विश्वास हो गया कि तुमने पढ़ा है।
Yeah.
अच्छा, अभी इतना ही पढ़ा है कि कुछ और भी पढ़ा आगे? क्या अभी यही रुक गए कि आज तो मैडम ने सिर्फ पहला चैप्टर ही पूछना है?
No, I have read a little bit about that.
अच्छा, ठीक है, जब मौका मिले फिर पढ़ना आगे।
Yeah.
आपको आइडियाज मिलेंगे। अच्छा, ओके।
Yes.
रजनी, रंजन, रजनंदी नंदन, आई डोंट नो हाउ डू यू।
Rajnandini.
राजनंदी, ओके,
Rajnandini.
गुड।
Call her
ओके,
Nandini. Call her Nandini.
ओके, राजनंदी।
Ma'am, I learned that never give up. I saw many up and downs came into your life, but you never give up. APJ Abdul Kalam had said that शिखर तक पहुंचने के लिए हिम्मत चाहिए, फिर चाहे वो माउंट एवरेस्ट शिखर हो या करियर का, एंड यू प्रूव दैट।
अच्छा, तुमने पहला ही चैप्टर पढ़ा कि आगे भी थोड़ा पढ़ा?
नोट, आई हैव रेड 12 चैप्टर्स।
वाह, तुम 12 पढ़ लिए? ये है
Yes.
यूपीएससी की निशानी। तुम पास हो जाओगे यूपीएससी में, ये यूपीएससी की निशानी
थैंक यू,
है।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
एडवांस पढ़ना।
यस मैम।
See, ये यूपीएससी की गुण यही है, सब्जेक्ट को पढ़ते रहना आउट ऑफ लव फॉर रीडिंग।
यस मैम।
Okay, Saina, would you tell us before I go to the last round of their questions, what do you think is the takeaway from the chapter 1?
My takeaway. Beta, What what did ma'am say? I resolved to make it everything. What does that mean? I want you to think about what does it mean when you say I resolved to make it everything. When you say that, yeah, Ambika, what does it mean when you say you make it everything?
Go ahead,
Ma'am,
Ambika.
to make it everything, it means put your mind, your heart, your soul, everything to it, and
Yes,
all your attention to the work which is provided.
blessed. When you say you're going to resolve to make it everything, I'm going to add a word to it. You resolve to make it my everything.
Wow.
My everything. किसी और का नहीं. My everything. तो आप लोग आज ये सोचोगे कि आपका माय क्या है, आपके माय के कंटेंट्स क्या है, आपका माय किन चीज़ों से बना है, किन भावनाओं से बना है, किन इमोशन से बना है, किन आदतों से बना है, कि किस विचारधारा से बना है, किस नज़रिए से बना है, किस नज़र से बना है. आज बैठ के सोचो कि मेरा माय क्या है और फिर मेरा एवरीथिंग क्या है. उनको पता था उनका माय एवरीथिंग क्या है. वो माय पे निर्भर करता था, वो एवरीथिंग उस माय पे निर्भर करता था, और वो माय सरेंडर्ड था एट द डिवाइन फीट. उस माय में सेंस ऑफ डूअरशिप नहीं है. नहीं तो ये आई और माय तबाही करता है, और ये आई और माय बनाता है. और जब आप बोलते हो that I decide to give it my everything, उसका मतलब है आप जिस चीज को भी छूते हो आप उसको बनाते हो, बिगाड़ते नहीं हो. You build it up. That is what Dr. Bedi's career has been. You build it up. You don't break it down. Positions are to build up, not break them down, not to break down systems. And you don't even leave it stagnant. You don't leave things to rot. You build it up. So
Very good.
my everything is you build it up.
Super.
That's my.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Saina. Very nice. I love this interpretation. Even you've gone beyond my thinking. Thank you. Yeah, we can all give her a clap to her wonderful thinking and interpretation. And this applies to all of you in whatever profession you finally choose to walk through, whether it's the army or the UPSC or the doctor or the business, right? But all based on integrity and honesty of purpose. Honesty of purpose is most important. It's to give your everything and then to build it. It's to build it. It's giving everything to build, construct, improve, reform, everything. All right, good. Now let me answer your questions quickly before we finish. We've got another 10 minutes to go. So Aniket says, Aniket, your part one of your question. Where are you, Aniket? Aniket, your question.
Ma'am, I have a great two questions which I got a guidance from the people who were added me in the group. Ma'am, this the Fearless Governor book is on the ground reality, and you have um, the service which you have given is immense, like 40 years of service you have given, and 5 years of governor service you have given for the Pondicherry. And ma'am, how people control or contribute their work to be a better citizen like you, ma'am.
People, you see, now the rest of the book will probably answer some of your questions. So I suggest, how did I continue to engage people? Because
People, yes.
people are They get engaged with you only to the extent you engage them. Otherwise, they stay away from the government. तकरीबन वो गवर्नमेंट से दूर रहते हैं जब तक गवर्नमेंट उनको बुलाती नहीं. एक तो ये है. So क्या people should continue to wait for the government to invite them? Like I was inviting them to open house, I was inviting them to Raj Nivas to be part of the activities. I was inviting them to join my cycle rallies. I was inviting them to do water rich issues or sanitary issues. One is inviting them. Second is they themselves take charge. That is like resident welfare associations, village councils, panchayat systems, own NGOs which reform, like your animal you're interested
Yes,
in.
yes, ma'am.
So there are two ways of doing it. One is people themselves get organized. Second is where government invites them to work with them. You have both the options. You understand? You
Yes,
have both the options. So people are not dependent only on the government. On the contrary, government is hugely dependent on people's participation. But every government servant doesn't invite them. Every government servant goes with their own way of thinking and working. So I would say people have both the options. If the people government invites, join. Otherwise, form your own foundations, form your own organization, like women self-help groups in the villages. The
yes,
self-help groups of women are self-helping themselves by micro credits and then creating products and then going in marketing, right? So you have
yes,
all the options. That's why gram panchayats, mahila mandals, youth clubs, all these are or all these are options for the citizens. So
yes,
recognize that हम लोग helpless नहीं हैं, हम self help बहुत कर सकते हैं. Youth clubs, youth boys, these are very good. And then volunteering for any causes which you want to. Okay, okay,
okay.
Aniket.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you,
Madhu,
ma'am.
your question. Most welcome, Madhu. Your question.
Yes, ma'am. I also have some questions, and first one is very simple. That did you heard that voice again in your life?
ये वॉइस तो रोज सुन सकते हो आप. ये तो वॉइस आपके अंदर है. जब आप अच्छा करते हो तो ये कहती है अच्छा किया, और जब आप ठीक नहीं करते हो तो वॉइस आपको बोलती है आप आलसी रहे, आपने दिन खराब किया, आपने झूठ बोला, या आपने काम नहीं ठीक किया, या आपने शाबाश. इनर वॉइस इज ऑलवेज देयर विद यू इफ यू कीप लिसनिंग टू इट. जब आपको अंदर से फीलिंग आती है ना यू डन वेल, इट्स योर इनर वॉइस.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके. हाँ. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट्स योर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन?
Ma'am, me.
हाँ हाँ, आपके दो
Yes.
क्वेश्चन है ना.
Uh, did you went back to the Aurobindo Father ashram again?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Did you
Absolutely.
serve there?
हाँ, I went back क्योंकि हमारे राजनिवास के पास था ना आश्रम. मैं तो रेगुलरली आश्रम जाती रही.
And what kind of services did you give there?
उधर और सर्विस की जरूरत नहीं थी, उनकी अपनी सर्विस है, वो आपको और कोई सर्विस करने नहीं देते. They have their own cadre who looks after the ashram. You can only go and pay your obeisance there. और सर्विस नहीं आप कर सकते क्योंकि वहां पर अपनी सर्विसेज, उनकी अपनी अपनी ड्यूटीज बटी हुई हैं. आप उनमें उनकी एक्टिविटीज में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हो. जब आपको बुलाएं तो आप एक्टिविटी के लिए जाओ. They have lots of activities of ashram. So when they invited me, I went. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
Purvi, your question.
Ma'am, as you said, you have received a sense divine call when you had been receiving the information of serve governor of Pondicherry. Do you believe that all the important milestones we need to achieve in our life have divine indications?
मैंने ये देखा है. I think Saina will answer this question better because she's spending more time into divine reflection. But I would think कि कुछ चीजें आपके हाथ में होती है, कुछ चीजें आपके हाथ में नहीं होती. कुछ चीजें आपको अपने आप जैसे आप और मैं आज मिल रहे हैं, ये क्या है? हमने आपको बुलाया, लेकिन आप में से किसको बुलाया, किसने आना था, किस टाइम पर, ये किसकी इंटरवेंशन? There's an effort, human effort. But the fact is, the way we are discussing, what you're taking from here, how will it sow the seeds for tomorrow? These are all divine interventions. You see, there are so many which we pick up from. But why you? Why not others? And what things take back today, these are something divine, something nature sent. So I would think that something is your effort and something which is beyond and above your effort, which you do not understand. Sana, would you like to add quickly to this?
Mommy, they've all got the power of choice in their hand.
Yeah.
So when you're choosing all the time, when you're surrendered at their feet, when you know they are the supreme, and you keep a watch on your karma, then the way you exercise and execute your free will is your power to choose. What you choose is going to be your next moment.
Like today
But
you
you have
chose.
to be,
Like today
but
you
you
did make a choice.
have to
That's a
be
free will.
surrendered.
Your selection was divine, but your coming is free will. So in life, it will keep happening. Keep recognizing as things happen with you. What has been free will and what has come by some divine intervention, some nature sent. The fact that you are all meeting each other, and how do you stay connected future? Because we're going to keep you connected. You will be part of the group now as a part of the alumni. Like Ambika came, she was part of the alumni. All last 2 years, whichever students stayed with us have stayed connected. They connected with some of them are connecting amongst themselves as well. So you do not know आगे क्या होता है, लेकिन अभी तुमने फ्री विल करी और आप आ गए. अब फ्री विल है, आप यहां से लेके क्या जाएंगे वो भी फ्री विल है, चॉइस आपकी. राइट राइट पूर्वी.
Yeah,
ओके.
yeah, right.
रजनी, रजनंदी, रजनंदनी.
Ma'am, I have two questions. My first question is: after being Governor of Puducherry, did you face the same problems which you faced in your IPS career? And if you faced, how did you tackle it?
Now by the time I was lieutenant governor, I had more experience, and number two, I had larger powers. So I had more experience to deal with the challenges, administrative challenges, and I had more legal powers because I was now a head as an administrator, and I have very strong legal powers. I was my own boss actually. My own boss was the president of India. So I was reporting to the president of India, who was not doing any micromanagement. So I was entirely on my own to implement the law as was given under Union Territories Act. And I had the experience more to deal with and interpret the law and execute it. So, number one, I had the benefit of my experience and I had the benefit of the law. Okay. So, therefore, I had more solutions rather than the problems because I knew problems come. But now, because of my experience, I was more having solutions rather than looking at the problem only. I knew how to deal with the problem because I was already finding solutions in my earlier career, but at the moment it was a larger scale. So that practice of smaller solutions now became bigger solutions. For instance, if I didn't have resources, my experience showed that I can bring in volunteerism, I can bring in donors, I can bring in NGOs, I can seek help. I had that experience. So for me, it was all of you must read that chapter, Water Rich Puducherry. Do read that. I will give you the answer lies here. It's a very good example for all of you to read that chapter. We may have to be discussing chapter 1 today, but I suggest read Water Rich Puducherry chapter. It straight away goes skip and go there. You will get a very good answer. That will help you that you can be a very creative young person in your life, wherever you are. So, what is the next point? Any other question?
Ma'am, why you chose Prosperous Puducherry name? Why not names like Growing Puducherry or some other name?
Well, this is because I had larger word prosperity in my mind for everybody. So it was growing may not be prosperous, but prosperous means growth. Growth may not mean prosperous, but prosperous means that you will grow. Isn't it? So this was it. I think it came at like that. Prosperity is very positive, and I think it's abundance. Growing is limited, but prosperity means abundance. It's limitless. Right? Okay. Umar, your question.
Ma'am, what did you feel at the time when PM Modi asked you to become the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry? As a responsibility or an pressure or something?
Oh, it was a trust. I think the fact I found my prime minister was trusting me, that he entrusted me with the union territory. I was to only live up to his trust. I really loved it that here is a prime minister who's willing to trust me to say जाकर काम करो वहां पर, ये जिम्मेवारी ले लो. तो आई फेल्ट वेरी गुड कि किसी ने मेरे पे विश्वास किया, और वो भी मेरे प्रधानमंत्री ने. सो ये विश्वास का रिश्ता था. ठीक है ना, बिना विश्वास के थोड़ी किसी को घर की चाबी देते हैं. तो मुझे उन्होंने पौंडीचेरी की चाबी दी ना, कि जाओ चाबी खोलो और काम करो. तो किसी को चाबी उसी को देते हैं ना जिसमें आप विश्वास कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि यहां पर चाबी थी सारे बजट की. अगर 10 करोड़ का बजट, 100 करोड़ का बजट था तो चाबी थी. 10,000 का तो चाबी थी. सो करोड़ का बजट होता है ना, एज एन एलजी यू आर फाइनेंशियली एम्पावर्ड टू अप्रूव सो मेनी थिंग्स. तो करप्शन की भी चाबी होती है. आप खोलते हो लेकिन चोरी करने लगते हो, और एक होता है खोलते हो तो बचाने लग जाते हो, चोरी हो रही. सो फॉर मी दैट ऑफर वाज अ रिलेशनशिप ऑफ ट्रस्ट. ऑफर ऑफ ट्रस्ट कि मैं तुम्हें विश्वास करता हूं, जाओ जाके पौंडीचेरी का काम करो. है ना, ट्रस्टिंग रिलेशनशिप है ना कि नहीं. ऐसे दे दोगे आप चाबी के जाओ जाके मेरे घर को संभालो, या मेरे जिम्मेवारी को संभालो. जिस पर विश्वास करोगे उसी को दोगे. Okay, is Veena your suggestion or your question? Veena? Is Veena there? No, I don't see her.
Signal.
So by and large, we covered the chapter 1 of this book. This is the way we do the book reading. We give a book to the soft copy to every student, saying, but at least focus on a chapter. So which is our next chapter, Saina?
Chapter 2.
So next, grooming leadership. So it's all about grooming leadership. What we are trying to give you an example. Yeah, this is grooming leadership.
Chapter 2, learning from day 1.
Learning from day 1. So today we've discussed lots of things. What are your takeaways? Quickly, what are your takeaways of today? आप सभी को लायक बनना है, एक दिन बड़े होना है, खूब कमाना है, खूब नाम भी रोशन करना है, अपने माँ बाप की भी इज्जत और आगे ले जानी है. So quick takeaway and then we do a wrap up. Ambika, what's your takeaway today?
Yes, ma'am. I have a lot of takeaways every time I hear your sessions. I have a lot to take. Ma'am, first of all, understanding our inner voice. What is it's telling to us, not ignoring it. Understanding what it's telling, and if we have done something wrong, then trying to improve every day. That is the main thing. And always striving towards working harder and being ethical. Not the unethical uses.
Shabash. Aniket, what's your takeaway?
Ma'am, my takeaway is, like, if we have any opportunity, like how we got a wonderful opportunity to be a Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry, if we get any opportunity, we should grab that. After living, people realize more. If it's okay, if they lose, if they win, it's a part, like it's a secondary part. First, people should be confident on themselves, should take up the responsibility, or take up the task and work on that. Be 100% what work you have to do. Planning and preparation, I think it's a most important thing, where if we get any responsibility, we should involve planning and preparation in that. Thank
and
you. And
sometimes it's coming as a divine opportunity, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, divine calling, divine opportunity. Purvi, you, what's your takeaway? जो समझ, कौन सी चीज से आपकी आज समझ बढ़ी है? And takeaway means आपकी कौन सी चीज में आप convinced हैं कि ये समझ बढ़ी है? It's like sowing a seed. So what is the new seed you will take along with you?
हमेशा अपने विजन को लेके क्लियर रहना है. जैसे कि हमको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना कि ये भी करना है वो भी करना है, और कोई भी चीज जबरदस्ती नहीं करनी. लाइक इफ हमारा ये करियर है तो हमें ये मेक श्योर करना है कि हम इंजॉय भी कर रहे हैं.
शाबाश. मधु?
Yes, ma'am. I got a lot of things to learn from this session, but I would like to say some of them, like being focused in your uh, stream, that so that you don't fall back away and hit that harder, that much harder, that there is no other thing in your path, and just be focused.
So, all right, very good. Umar? Umar?
Ma'am, thank you for teaching so many lessons. And I have learned that first of all, listen to your inner voice, what I like and what I don't like, and turn your first of all focus on your clarity. If you're doing something, have clear clarity of that. We don't have to be confused, and yeah, we have don't be confused.
जो भी कर रहे हो, क्यों कर रहे हो, उसमें क्या सबका भला है, वो करो. क्यों कर रहे हो, मेरा भला, उसका भला भी. ये नहीं उसका नुकसान, मेरा भला. एक दिन अपना भला भी नहीं होगा. सो भला सस्टेन वही होगा जो सबका भला हो.
Yes, ma'am.
पर्पस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. शॉर्टकट नहीं लेना उसके लिए. अगर शॉर्टकट्स लोगे, एक दिन वो शॉर्टकट आपको शॉर्ट मारेगा, जिसको आपको भी वो कहते हैं ना, करंट मारेगा, क्योंकि इट्स लूज वाला. तो मेरा मतलब कहने का है, जो भी करो, काम करो, बिजनेस करो, सर्विस करो, इनर वॉइस को सुनो और उससे चलो. ये नहीं किसके उसने कहा उसको सूट करता है. दोस्तों के पीछे नहीं लगना. दो फ्रेंड्स आर फॉर योर वेलफेयर, नॉट फॉर यूजिंग यू. अगर उतनी समझ उनकी नहीं है, उनको समझाने की कोशिश करो, लेकिन गलत समझ के पीछे नहीं पड़ना, क्योंकि दोस्ती है. दोस्ती अच्छाई के लिए है, गिराने के लिए नहीं है, ऊंचाई के लिए, उठाने के लिए. दोस्ती इसलिए होती है. साइना, लास्ट वर्ड एंड देन वी गो.
Swami, I pray they all stay surrendered at the divine feet. ये बच्चे अपनी मैं को संभालें और हर पल को अपना सब कुछ दें, लेकिन एथिकली. और अगर ये डिवाइन फीट पे सरेंडर्ड रहेंगे, अगर इनका गोल है that the divine is watching, they will make the right choices in life.
Lovely, that divine is watching. Yes, very good. So we will go to the next grooming leadership next fortnight with youngsters like you on chapter 2, and then see what are the lessons we can draw. Ambika, thank you for representing the alumni. Are we going to carry on this good practice of having one alumni? That's a good idea. That's a
And
good
ma'am,
idea.
I would like to thank you from all the, as a representative, for creating a network for all of us. Now I don't have friends only from my area, but from all over India, rather all from the world. So that's really very wonderful, and that's so good of you for creating such networks for us.
No,
You
I
inspire
want
us
to.
every day from the Good Morning Nutritions. They are so much inspiring.
Once you are all Aniket and Purvi and Madhu and Umar, once you're also going to be part of the group after this session, you will also get your morning nutrition, and you will also be staying a part of our network, and you'll become an alumni. फिर कभी दिवाली मनाएंगे और कभी नया साल भी मनाएंगे मिलके, और तब तक आप बड़े भी होते जाते जाओ. आप बड़े होते जाओगे, हम बूढ़े होते जाएंगे, लेकिन आपके साथ मुलाकात भी रहेगी. Thank you, बच्चों. Thank you, students. Thank you, youth. All the
Thank
best.
you, ma'am. Thank
Jai
you.
Hind. Thank you.
बहुत बहुत
Thank
शुक्रिया.
you, ma'am.
रहो,
Thank you.
हंसते खेलते रहो, and see you soon. हंसते खेलते रहो, खुश रहो. May you
Thank
achieve
you,
all
ma'am.
that your
Thank
heart wants. जय धारी माँ.
Thank
जय
Thank you.
धारी.
Thank you very much.
हमारी
Thank you
ऑडियंस
very
का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जुड़ने के लिए. आपको अगले फ्राइडे मिलेंगे. टेक केयर.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Omar.